Well, when I was living back where I'm from in Albuquerque, we would drive by the General Mills factory. And
Oh my God,
it would
really?
smell
Like cereal?
You would smell like Cocoa Puffs.
Mm.
It was like the most amazing, like sweet smell.
And you just go there for a drive just to smell.
No, it was
Right?
it was off Rio Grande, so it was like a very.
You kids want to go smell the
It was a big thoroughfare. But, welcome to the Town Show. God damn.
It's okay. Good energy, though.
Thank you. Welcome to the Town Show.
Yeah. So you keep saying a town.
Why am I saying a town?
Right after, like, you said it twice. I just wanted to maybe just identify that.
Yeah,
that
thank you.
helps. Yeah.
Welcome to the Town Show, a show where every week Mark, that's me, and Ryan, that's him, continue to build our fictional town with the aid of a special guest. Usually, we'll meet the town folk, erect landmarks, and build lore.
That's right. That's great.
Do you want to take a swing at this?
Sure. I mean, yeah. That was great.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Town Show, a show where every week Mark and Ryan continue to build our fictional town with the aid of a special guest. We'll meet the townsfolk, erect landmarks, and build lore.
That's great.
That's
now,
the Town
this
Show.
is a special episode. This episode, we will be doing one of these every so often.
That's
We don't really know how often we're going to roll
You
these
know
out.
what time it is. Yeehaw! Welcome to the roundup, partner.
It's kind of not. It's
Welcome
not
to the
round-
roundup.
it's-
Dance.
There's two things. A, we never agreed to call it the roundup
Roundup.
officially, and B, this is the mailbag episode.
Now I got just the Pony Express is here.
Which
Got a cowboy mail truck.
will act as the roundup, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I just said the roundup, so I guess we're calling it the roundup.
It's the roundup.
It's the roundup. So welcome to the roundup. We don't have a guest when we do the roundup, and that's fine. We're just going to fly solo. What we're going to do today, Ryan, I believe, is we've got a lot of emails, which I'm very excited about. You all wrote in.
We're so lucky and thankful and blessed.
Yeah, quite. So continue to write in with your questions, advice, suggestions, and recipe ideas.
Yeah, and if you want to send your an audio of your question, that'd be cool too. Maybe we put you on the podcast if you emailed.
Oh, you can just
an
email
audio.
an audio. Go ahead, Chris.
Or video. I actually don't have video on me right now. I'm trying to get that
video your
reset.
question.
Video you could
You can send a video.
like a
because we are doing this is on
That'd
YouTube.
be so cool if you're willing
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we'll get the audio from the
If you
video.
can
We'll
hold
get the
up
audio from the
a
video.
recent newspaper. Recent, not the day of.
Yeah, but
Just a newspaper, actually.
Just so we know. Recent. Within a year.
Yeah, if you have a newspaper, if you have a fireplace or whatever.
Well, let's get this roundup going.
Yeehaw!
Roundup.
Roundup! Dad, they killed my father!
Round them up.
They killed my dad!
Round them up. All right. I want to start by reading. I'm just going to read some emails in order, but we'll read one, we'll discuss, and we'll go in. Does that sound great?
Yes, it does.
Okay. First email. And we can go back and forth and read these together.
Great, no rules.
Sorry to go off mic. I hope I didn't lose you there. Okay. This email comes from Sarah. I want to pitch that building on the corner. The one that's a different store every time you drive by it. Last month it was a tire store. Before that it was a gym for busy moms. It's closed this week, but looks like a cell phone cover store is moving in. Or whatever the shops, or whatever. The shops aren't important. Everyone in town knows it's that building on the corner. I love that.
Oh, it resonates with me big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
So what I want to do with this is should we try a scene with that building on the corner?
Absolutely. But do you have any in your history growing up that building on the corner?
Yeah, there were usually
and some funny
restaurants.
business? Yeah, okay,
It was just
now it's a Greek place.
a rotating restaurant.
Yeah.
First it was Ragin' Cajun Shrimp, and now it's the Taco Hat. Like it was always at like a new restaurant every week.
Totally.
How about you?
Yeah, same thing, or just like a stream of different convenience stores too, often on the corner, just like they're under new management changed their
You know what
name.
I've noticed is that vape shops often are in these kind of places.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh yeah. Because there's probably like no overhead. They just jump in.
They jump, very
Yeah.
quickly. You're like, oh, it's
and
a vape shop,
Yeah,
and
now
then
it
it's
can be a
not
vape shop. Yeah.
quickly.
I'm trying to think of another Vancouver one. I feel like because
Well, there's the one in the West End. I was going to ask you about the one in the West End.
that
That's
was
like,
that was the bodega for so long.
no, not that one. The one that was restaurants. That's like on Thurlow behind the Sutton place.
Yeah.
That's like right next to Goo.
Yeah.
This is so.
I know it's
Vancouver
very, it's
specific,
very Vancouver
but
specific.
it's like a haunted
I
restaurant.
was there at that Goo 2 days ago, and it's empty.
You heard it
restaurant is
here.
empty.
You heard it here.
I think it looked totally
On the roundup. So I wish I'd get more specific too. I feel like there's a million of them, especially on Main Street where I live. I just can't think of it right now. It's usually just different restaurants.
And you always I always whenever I'd pass those or whenever you see those, you're like something moves in and you're just like, oh no.
No, I know.
Those
I feel
poor,
so bad.
Like, maybe it's because they're like cursed.
Location.
Yeah. But how can they? But sometimes they're like in the middle of like
Yeah,
a lot
like
of
the best location in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think ours in our town should be next to a very popular restaurant.
Nice.
And it's just a building that's right next to it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it as the new person moving in. It's their first day.
Yeah.
And people are coming in, and it's like,
Okay.
obviously-
And what business? We'll find out what the business is in the scene. Or,
yeah, you're the business owner. We're gonna
Okay.
start
Yeah.
right now.
How
Okay.
dare you?
Here we go.
Okay. This is a big moment. I'm gonna unlock my new business, go inside, and start setting it up, whatever it may be.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Sorry, I just.
Were you just talking to yourself?
Yeah, I'm kind of having a big.
Did you just say you're going to unlock your new business and set it up, whatever it may be?
That's right.
And you're in this building.
Well, yeah, exactly. This building is right. Prime
Yeah.
real estate.
So-
great rental opportunity. Right next to the busiest restaurant, Taco Hat,
Yeah.
in the city.
I was just on my way to Taco Hat.
I love it there. You can get any style of hat you want, and it's a taco, and you wear it.
Yes,
Mhm.
and you eat it.
I like the pork
so
pie.
last week, this was called Tiger Balm Store.
Yes, which was a laundromat.
Yeah,
oddly enough.
and the week before that,
Mhm.
it was a pinball machine repair shop.
Yeah, I think so. I
Mhm.
think there's a couple of the flappers still in the back, actually.
And before that, it
Flippers.
was what?
You know, for
Oh, the pinball
pinball.
flippers.
Yeah.
They're not called flappers.
Sorry,
so-
and what do you need?
I'm just curious what your business is. You said
Oh, well,
whatever it may be.
That's what I'm doing, a grand opening. I'm kind of keeping it secret, and
Oh,
I'm
so
aware.
you were saying it out loud for my benefit, or for
I was saying it
people's-
out loud for my benefit. For my benefit.
Why on earth? I don't understand, sir.
Look, I guess it was for
I
your
have to go
and
to
my
Taco
benefit.
Hat. Bye.
Okay, goodbye. But the reason is, I can just stop you for 1 second. The reason why I'm keeping it
Get your
secret-
hands off me.
Come here. Ow. Come here. Ow.
Ow.
Okay.
You ripped my shirt.
I'm sorry.
Are you a shirt repair shop?
No, I
Oh.
can't help you with that. But
Okay.
I just wanted to say I'm aware that this place is a bit cursed, and that's why I'm keeping my business a secret. I don't want to jinx it.
Oh, thank
okay?
God. I thought you were going to say I'm a werewolf.
No.
Okay, good.
I mean, a ripped shirt makes me think of werewolf.
I have to go to Taco Hat.
Okay, well, I'll see you in a week. Oh, okay, back to my big moment alone. My business, whatever it may be. I will go in and set it up now.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. We'll come back to the story.
I mean, also, but like, that could be fodder for an episode. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I think,
this guy never opens, and it's just a secret business.
yeah.
No one knows what it's going to be.
Chris, are you keeping notes?
I'm making more notes about Taco Hat though.
Yeah.
Taco Hat's a winner.
The idea is, so it's a taco
Yeah.
in the shape of any
hat.
style of hat.
Fedora
A
hat.
dunce cap.
That's a
Cowboy hat. Dunce cap. Just filled with.
That's a huge.
And is it filled with?
It's however you want it. It's the magic
Is
of
it a
Taco Hat.
Oh, you should have stole that idea for your business.
Yeah, totally.
But
But
that's.
I didn't. I couldn't think
I
of one.
love that as part of our town. That's also that's the most popular restaurant in our town.
Yeah, Taco Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's run by some very great people.
Should we go to Taco
Let's
Hat
go
really
to Taco
quickly?
Let's go to Taco Hat.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go
there,
I'll be a
go there,
customer
go.
and
Okay.
you're Taco Hat.
Okay.
Okay, so
You walk
It's,
in.
it's huge. Bustle,
Right.
bustle. People everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God. I was here first. I was here first.
I was here first.
Oh,
Get
I've
out
never
of my
been to
way.
Do you have a
Taco Hut
reservation?
Hi, yes. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a
No, I just walked. I own the business that's opening up the street.
Oh, next door, you mean?
Yeah, next door up the street.
Oh, what is it?
I can't tell you for a week.
Well, good luck.
I just want to come check out
Do you
the
have a reservation?
competition.
Do you have a reservation?
I do not.
Okay, we have to ask you to leave Taco Hat.
Okay.
Okay, that was the scene.
Yeah.
Great scene.
Taco Hat.
It was really bustling. We needed. I liked how Chris busted in with "You have a reservation" that I just took it over. Do you have a reservation? Should have let you do that.
Well, no, I kind of thought that there was,
It was like-
it's
it
like
was
a front of
wall-up.
house person.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was doing well. Okay, let's move on. We'll go back.
Yeah,
We'll
great.
touch back later. Okay, here's a new email. We have a lot of emails to get through.
I know.
We do. I mean,
It's
And
fantastic.
we might not get through all of them.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
great.
We could save it for the next roundup,
Yeah.
the next Pony Express.
I'm just going to read this as is. It starts out very funny.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how you'll top Peter Oldring, but you do know some very talented and funny people. A few ideas I'll put in bullet points.
Did Peter write that?
I think it might be Peter's email.
yes.
Bullet point number 1. A restaurant where you have one of those eating challenges to get your picture on the wall.
Oh, I love that.
I think Taco Hat's going to do that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Back to Taco Hat.
Back to Taco Hat.
Yeah,
Cut,
even if we
cut
never
quickly,
leave Taco Hat.
quickly
Taco
to
Hat.
Taco Hat.
Okay, where's the big challenger?
That's me.
Here you go. This is called the Hat Flight.
Okay.
You have to get through 12 different hats,
Uh-huh.
each a different type of taco.
Could you talk me through the different hats?
Yes, this is a cowboy hat filled with standard beef taco filling.
Mm-hmm. Standard, yep.
Yep. Here is a baseball cap filled with round baseball-shaped pork balls.
It looks just like my hat.
Yes, that's right. Here is a fedora
Uh-huh.
filled with.
Sour cream.
That's right. It's
Yep.
just sour
It's a lot of sour cream.
Yep. And I'll bring out the other 9 in a minute.
No,
So
no,
you
no.
can-
I want to know what I'm getting myself into. What's number 4?
Number 4 is a what are they called? They're kind of a derby.
Like a Robin Hood hat?
Yeah,
Brown Derby.
a brown derby.
derby.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get a little derby.
Yeah.
And this is a vegetarian tofu based taco.
Okay.
Okay, filled to
Okay.
the brim.
Yep.
You have to get through these other 3. This is a trio, all the
Uh-huh.
same hat.
That's a good tactic.
Yeah, they're all helmets. They're all
3 helmets.
3 bicycle helmets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't
these-
necessarily classify that as a hat.
Well, Taco Hat does classify it as a hat.
Okay.
Anything that's a head covering.
Mm.
And that this is so there's 3. There's 3. They're very crunchy because they're helmets. This is an astronaut helmet. We did helmet themed.
There's a 4th helmet?
There's a 4th helmet.
There's
This-
3 bike helmets and an astronaut helmet?
Yeah.
That's how you could. There's so many different more hats.
It's just that when I started naming helmets, it got easier in my brain.
I know, but there's Sherlock Holmes hat, Robin Hood hat.
Yeah. Oh, here's your Sherlock Holmes hat.
Yeah, I don't want it anymore.
Are you going to do the contest?
Okay, how long do I have in? What do I get if I win?
You just have to eat it all within 2 hours, and you get your picture on the wall, and the food is free. But if you don't eat all of it, you got to pay.
You don't even know who I am, do you?
Nope.
They call me the Hurricane.
The hurricane. The hurricane. What's the hurricane?
I'm one of the most professional food eaters in the world.
He doesn't eat. He guts things. He's going to dip it in water and gut it.
You know what the things about Hurricane is?
No.
They're very fast.
Whoa.
Nice. Taco hat.
Take Taco Hat. Okay. We'll do one more of this person's
We'll
suggestions.
do one more taco hat scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A food factory that emits a smell when baking, manufacturing something could be a pleasant or gross smell.
Okay.
Okay, so that's just an idea of there's like just a place that
Like a bakery.
Kind of like the chicken.
kind of like West Coast
rendering.
Reductions,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
which is like does emit a really gross.
What if
smell.
there was a place that made it a really good smell?
Well, when I was living back where I'm from in Albuquerque, we would drive by the General Mills factory.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God,
It would
really? Like
smell
cereal?
It would smell like Cocoa Puffs.
Mm.
It was like the most amazing, like sweet smell.
And you just go there for a drive just to smell.
No, it was
Right?
It was off Rio Grande, so it was like a very.
You kids want to go smell the
It was a big thoroughfare. But I ran a kids camp. I didn't run. I was a kids camp counselor for a while, and we tried to get a tour, and they said no. They don't do
Wow.
tours. Would you imagine?
I once did I went to a tour of a chocolate factory. And this does sound like I'm going to talk about Charlie in a chocolate factory.
Yeah.
But out in, I think it was, I don't know, it was a big name brand out in Ontario. And we did a
Are you trying
tour.
not to say the name?
I just can't remember it. It's not Nestle, but it's,
Yeah.
anyways, it was like Hershey's, maybe Hershey's. I think it was
Ritter
Hershey.
Sport. Was it a Ritter
Hershey.
Sport
It was
tour?
Hershey.
Okay.
And we took it through the factory, and I swear to God, I saw a man in galoshes shoveling peanut butter, and he was knee deep in peanut butter. And I was like, oh my God, how do I get that job?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And did you see the big vats with like the spinning stirrers and all that, and like pouring like gallons of sugar into a thing? That's
pretty cool.
I would love to have seen that. I like watching factory things. Should we have a? Should I move
Should
on?
we finish the list and then maybe,
finish the list and
we
see
just-
what you can pick.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go through the rest. These are more bullet points. An odd type of race, example, Nanaimo bathtub race. I guess that's a real bathtub race. Nanaimo.
An odd race. That's good.
A semi-famous singer-songwriter who's not so popular anymore. Yeah? Town makes a super specific type of product, garden hose, faucets, not the whole unit, just the handles. The flat brims for baseball hats. That's great.
Yes, yes.
A semi-annual garden event like tulips but odd. A town divide. Those on the north side of the river think that they are better than the rest, or those who used to go to X high won't date anyone from Y secondary. Sure.
Yeah.
An odd regional term for something common. The town calls ladders walk-up sticks. Potatoes are dirt apples, French.
I love walk-up sticks.
There's an episode, there's a little sub-note here. There's an episode of the Chris Isaak Show. Remember that show, the Chris Isaak Show?
I do.
Where they named a street after him. Had a whole ceremony only for him to discover the street was actually named for another guy several years ago. Oh, so they just like renamed it.
Yeah.
I see. And they suggest, this is from Andrew, by the way. Andrew suggests Graham Clark as a great.
That's a great
He'd be
suggestion.
fantastic.
He'd be a
We would
great
love to have him on
guest.
the show.
We'd
Graham, if
love
you're
to.
listening,
Reach out.
reach out, through our agent. I love
Walk-up sticks.
I love the having a weird term for something.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do a scene around that.
How about we do that and you just throw it my way when you're ready, and I'll see if I can roll with it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so where are we in the scene?
let's
then?
just be a couple guys.
Mhm.
You're setting up a garage sale,
Okay.
a Saturday morning, and I'm your neighbor.
Okay, great.
Standard sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Frank and I'm Earl.
Okay, here we go.
Morning, Frank. Happy Saturday.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
Yeah, so we're both Frank.
I'm sorry, Earl.
No, we can both be Frank. You okay?
Something's going on.
Oh, well, I know what's going on. Are you having a garage sale?
I am. Yeah, I
it looks
am. Yeah, we got
right as rain.
We got a lot of great things here. We got this here. I got some old cassettes. You think people are going to buy cassette tapes?
Oh, yeah. Well, this day and age with vinyl and all sorts of physical media being sort of important to people, you never know. You might get some audio files here.
Yeah. Oh, and I got this framed Remember Looker. Do you think someone will buy this?
Wow.
Take a look.
When was this Remember Looker taken?
Taken?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you mean taken from the store?
Oh, I see. Let me take a closer look at this Remember Looker. And you say it's framed?
What is a Remember Looker? A camera?
Is it not? I thought it was
What
a
is
photo.
it?
What is it?
A photo's way better. A photo makes way more sense.
What
is
It
it?
was a mirror. But a photo is so much clearer as a Remember Looker. Oh, should we try again?
Oh, no. Well, I
No,
think
I
move
mean,
on.
I
We'll
think
move on.
that's canon.
I gotta
That-
take off my sweater here.
That mirrors are called Remember Lookers?
I think
Or
it's
photos?
no
Mirrors.
mirrors.
Yeah, mirrors. Okay.
Do you have a pocket Remember Looker?
Oh, of course I do. Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Mirrors.
Sometimes I just use my iPhone camera as a
Oh,
pocket
what I
Remember.
wouldn't give for a full-length Remember Looker in my
I
bedroom.
need a full-length Remember Looker.
Ugh.
Okay.
Remember
Thank you,
Looker,
Andrew.
Remember Looker on the wall.
All those are great ideas, Andrew. We're moving on.
Thank you. You made me laugh with the walk-up sticks.
Okay. Here's a new email. Hello. Thank you. Hello to you.
Hey.
In case you haven't decided the town name yet, which we haven't,
We have not.
Ambulatory Springs popped into my head while I was thinking about
Ambulatory.
the legs in the fountain. I mean, that's a great name.
Ah.
Like, is there a legend that they walked there? Oh, these are the legs, yeah. Or that they were created after the two soldiers were miracles, but they symbolize walking together? Or maybe one day, it's said, although nobody believes it, they'll walk right out of the town and the springs will dry up.
Oh.
I love that.
That's a cool legend that
Yeah.
they'll walk out and the springs will dry up.
Yeah.
Those are all great suggestions, by the
Love
way.
that.
Everything's great.
Yeah. That's from Julie from Kelowna.
Thank you, Julie from Kelowna.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're going to name the town Ambulatory Springs right now. But
What does ambulatory mean? Having to do with
walking is, yeah.
ambling.
Amble.
Yeah,
Ambling.
Yeah, that's where ambling comes from.
Mm,
It's also where
ambulatory.
Tory comes from. Um,
The name?
I think we should get a list of names going. And this is the first, Julie,
Okay, yeah.
this is the first name pitch
Put it on the
we've
list.
ever had.
That's right.
In a previous episode, we had a Springs.
We were fancying.
Oh, do we have another Springs?
Yeah. There were,
Maybe even in the first episode, we were like, something Springs sounds good. I
yeah.
can't remember the specifics.
But
Right.
yeah, let's start a list.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Julie's number one.
Number one on the list.
And one day we could do we could do some kind of vote, maybe.
Yeah.
Put it to the citizens. That's
Yeah.
all you.
That's you. You are the citizens of the town
The
show.
town.
Another thing I wanted to mention. Oh, I think that I love the lore around the legs getting up and walking
Oh,
out of the
yeah.
town, and that'll be the end of the town. It'll dry up the well. The town will dry up. If those legs walk on out of here,
That's the season finale.
yeah, that they just get up and move and walk.
You're like, what?
And then we do know where the legs do meet.
Should we do a scene where maybe I'm like a teen
Mm-hmm.
who's like being bad around the fountain,
Mm-hmm.
and you come and warn me with this cautionary tale about the legs walking away?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of a foggy night.
Yeah.
Throwing the rocky, stupid legs.
Pink, pink,
Fuck you, legs. Fucking hate it here.
Excuse me.
Ding, 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 ding. What?
Excuse me, young man. Are you having fun throwing stones at the legs of the fountain?
Yeah, I'm trying to dent the toes.
Yes, I understand. Sometimes when I feel angry, I'd like to throw things too. Yes.
Wow. Your presence is calming.
You know, these legs are very important to our town.
Yeah, right. They were just put down here in the 70s. They're probably made of rebar and cement. Who cares?
It's possible. You know, for as they say, never shall we know where the legs do meet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that means?
No.
You know that there's a legend that if these legs become disappointed in this town, they will.
Disappointed?
Yes. If they become quite disappointed in the town.
That seems, I don't know. That seems so vague.
Look at this. This
Yeah.
was my father's remember looker. And I want you to look at yourself.
Ugh.
Take a look.
Get out of here. I don't need to look at myself right now.
Yes. It's hard, isn't it? When you're mad at yourself. You don't like to look at yourself in the eye.
Oh, what? I just had the worst prom.
Tell me about it. What happened?
I'm the DJ.
Yes. Well,
And they kept requesting songs I didn't have, and they ran me right out of the gym.
it's because you didn't know the songs, not because you didn't have them. You have the internet. You didn't recognize the songs.
You're right.
You should
You're
feel
right.
foolish, for you weren't up to date with the kids' music choices.
Oh, what do you want from me, okay?
I want you to look at those legs. You see, if they become disappointed in this town,
Yeah, again.
they will get out, step out of this lake. I mean, this fountain. Hey, I'm not perfect either.
That's cool. That's cool.
And they will walk right out of this town. And then the fountain will dry up. The town will dry up. We will all leave. Do you have family here? They will dry up.
Hey, ow.
They will dry up.
Ow. Let go of me.
Do you know where a prune comes from?
It's for grape, I think.
No, it's from a plum. A plump,
Okay.
juicy plum.
Yeah.
And it dries up. It looks like a prune.
I'm getting out of here. You're freaking me out.
Never shall we know where the legs do meet, young man.
Whoop, whoop. Can I help you? Can I help you?
He takes off his trench coat.
Yeah.
And he has no body. It dissipates into smoke, and his head floats up like a balloon.
Nice. So there's a cautionary tale there.
Yeah.
And remember looking. Remember
Great.
looker.
Yeah, call back to the remember
back.
looker.
I'm just trying to keep it. I'm just trying to keep it in the
Oh, in the lexicon.
in the lexicon.
In the vocab.
Are you ready to do one more before we take a little break? You don't need a break, do you?
I never need a break.
Let's just keep going then.
In fact, we are anti-break on this podcast.
What?
We're
What?
anti-labor,
We are?
anti-break.
We're anti-break. We've taken breaks.
No.
Okay, here we go. Hey, townies. I love townies. Cute.
Pretty good.
I love the first episode of the pod. This is from I hope they continue to listen.
I hope so too.
And I'm responding to the call to action to submit ideas. Thank you.
Wow, call to action.
My wife worked at a summer camp for several years that had a spooky tree called the Johnny Tree. Love this. The made-up legend was that a bad camper named Johnny snuck out of his tent at night and then climbed this large tree, but slipped and fell to his death. Or maybe got hit by lightning? ? I can't remember. Ever since that terrible night, his ghost has resided in the tree and comes out at night to haunt bad campers. Anything vaguely eerie that happened at the camp gets attributed to Johnny. I think a haunted tree and resident ghost the town folks can share their kids with from generation to generation would be a great addition to the town.
Well, we went from one cautionary tale to now kind of a ghost story thing. This is a nice vibe, a nice connective tissue.
I mean, I wonder if it's the same character.
This is what yes.
That it's overcoat.
So Balloon Head?
Balloon Head.
Mr. Balloon Head. Yeah.
Mr. Balloon Head comes out on spooky nights.
Yeah, he comes out on spooky nights. He
Yeah.
cautions bad camper. You were being a bad camper just then. I mean, it's like we did the scene already.
Yeah, we kind of, I was being a bad camper.
Can I get a bit of an origin story on why Mr. Balloon Head is here?
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be parents talking to a child who doesn't necessarily need to have a voice. And we'll be telling them about being good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Grayson, your mother wants to talk to you.
we both want
We both
to
need to talk to you.
And we're going to do this together, and it's time you know.
And Grayson, I don't want to scare you, but it's...
You know what? I do.
Grayson, you're 4.5 now.
I do want to scare you.
You're a big boy, and you need to learn something.
Fear is useful. Fear is a gift.
Do you remember how you were scared of the fireworks that went bang, bang, bang?
And the ones that went fizzle, fizzle.
Remember that, Grayson?
And the ones that were even just the ones that were kind of quiet, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's fine."
And you were
very
still scared?
Yeah.
Do you remember how you were afraid of the dog that barked? Remember that, Grayson?
Or the cat that just went. Murr.
Yeah, that you got scared for some reason?
Yeah.
So, Grayson, there's something that you should even be more scared of.
It's time you know about Mr. Balloon Head.
Mr. Balloon Head.
Yes, Mr. Balloon Head.
He once was just a little boy like you. Then he grew up to be a man like me. And he fell into some bad habits.
So I guess we should back up a little bit. Mr. Balloon Head, when he was just a normal boy, he worked at the fair. And his job was to fill up the balloons
with
helium. Helium is a gas.
Mm-hmm.
And he would fill them up with helium, and he would give them out for 2 bits a balloon.
Yeah. You know how much 2 bits is? It's 25 cents. So he would do that. But every so often, he would take some of the helium for himself. He would suck it into his head, and he would make him talk funny.
It made him talk funny. Remember when we did that at your birthday party? It was so funny. The voice goes high. That's what it happened.
But he was stealing, in effect, because that helium wasn't his to steal.
He was not his, yeah.
So, Grayson, what do you think happened to Mr. Balloon Head? That's right.
Yeah.
He died of helium poisoning.
Helium poisoning. You got it exactly right.
Yes, that was really good. Have you heard, somebody told you about Balloon Head? No?
No,
Okay.
you just know about helium.
So, Grayson, every night, Mr. Balloon Head is monitoring you. He's walking the streets looking for bad behavior. And if you're bad enough and you do just enough bad things, he'll come to you at night.
And you know what he wants from you? He wants to suck all the air out of your body. So you're just a deflated little limp balloon.
Do you know what a prune is? That's what you'll look like.
That's what he wants.
Okay. I think
And if he's asking you what a prune is, it's already too late, Grayson. Already too late.
So what's the cautionary tale there? Don't suck helium?
Wait, we never got to the cautionary tale.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Oh, because so don't be a bad boy.
Don't be a bad boy.
Don't be a bad boy like Mr. Balloon.
Mr. Balloon Head stole,
Balloonhead.
and he was also bad in other ways.
That's right. It's mostly about stealing for him, but it was also about being bad.
It's more of just an all-around bad thing.
Don't be a bad student.
boy. So
Don't be a bad boy. Don't be a bad camper.
that means don't hit mommy and daddy. Don't go on strike like you sometimes do.
We're anti-labor
Yeah, we are anti-labor and
and pro-capitalism.
pro-capitalism.
Based on that story, because it was all about stealing
Yeah,
from
the company.
bosses.
Yeah.
Don't steal from the boss.
Do not steal from the boss.
Okay, good. Mr. Balloon Head.
Okay, thank you. That was Robin from Vancouver. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Robin.
Okay, next up we have an email from Steven. This is very short.
Nice. A banger.
The fountain bronzes are both left legs. Bronzes. The fountain bronzes.
think the statue.
The statue.
The statue. Yeah. Okay, great. I'm with us now. That creates even more meaning to the "Never shall we know where the legs do meet" phrase. Thank you, Stephen. It's true.
They're both
They're
left
both
legs.
left-legged.
Yeah,
They're not
that's
the same
great.
leg.
Yeah.
Yep. But they're definitely not the same. So yeah, well, that's on the table.
I wonder if they're both shoed. They both have shoe. They
Yeah.
both one has they're both booted. right?
I seem to recall it. Maybe this is just my imagination, but in the first episode, like one was a boot and one was a high heel.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was that.
Yeah, it was very
If you look
confusing.
closely enough, you can tell that they're both left legs.
Yes,
That's very funny.
absolutely.
I like that.
Great.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. Here we go. New email. First, I love the show.
Oh.
No surprise, since I also loved all the Let's Make a Podcast. Oh, thank you.
We had a great time with those.
Yeah. Second, thanks Spy for tipping me off to it, or rather Ryan Beal on Stop Podcasting
That's
Yourself.
right.
Speaking of Graham Clark.
Stop podcasting yourself. Check it out.
Yeah. Third, you asked for town resident ideas. Okay, here they go. So there's a guy lives near our house. He's a very sweet older man. I run into him constantly on dog walks. He walks with a cane, he dresses smartly, and he lets his dogs off leash. And his dog, Ruby, is a effing nightmare. We had a kennel dog who would not go off leash, and Ruby would just go nuts on him. One time launching out of the woods and full on attacking him
no.
like a goddamn rabid wolf, while the old man trotted daintily after him, yelling, Ruby, Ruby. So in short, sweet old man, speaks softly, smart dresser, walks with cane, refuses to leash insane aggressive dog, some kind of border collie shepherd breed. Thanks. I look forward to the next step. Sincerely, Jared. When Jared signed off with "Never shall we know where the legs to me,"
Thank
which is
you.
a great sign off. Okay,
Great sign off.
I
Keep
love
that.
this. I want to play the old man. Do you want to play the dog, or vice versa?
Yeah, I'll play the dog.
Or
I'll
you
play
can
the
play,
dog.
or you can play someone else at the park.
Yeah, I'll play the dog and someone else at the park.
Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me. Is this your dog?
Oh, Ruby.
Is this your dog?
Ruby. Ruby. That's nice. Yes, Ruby.
Could you get him off me?
Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby, come here.
He's
There
sort
you
of up.
go. Yes.
So-
Excuse
Excuse me, sir. No. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. No. No.
Oh,
Sir.
are
Sir.
you? Did you drop something?
No.
Did you drop something?
I have to say something. Your dog is a menace.
I love my dog.
I know you do,
Yes,
and he's calm at the moment.
Just a menace.
And so his name is Ruby.
Oh, Ruby, where are you going? Ruby.
Did you name him after Jack Ruby,
Ruby.
who shot Oswald in Dallas?
Yes.
And Oswald was a patsy. You know that, right?
I named my dog after Jack Ruby, the guy who killed Lee Harvey Oswald 2 days after he murdered John F. Kennedy.
Okay, we're just acting this out.
We're just doing the thing.
I'm sorry. My dog was probably bad for sound.
No, I like your dog.
Okay.
It was a perfect dog.
Yeah, it
You
was
guys
great.
think it's okay?
Yeah,
Let's do it again. I'm going to be the dog. You be
Again?
just really quick.
Okay.
10 seconds.
Ruby, a Ruby.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Excuse me. I
Yes?
love your dog.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jared. Okay.
Thanks, Jared. Really good email.
Now, Ryan, did you want to read any of these?
I'll read one.
Okay, here, you can read this.
Oh, this is
very
a
long
big one.
Oh, it's
Get
huge.
ready.
Okay, should I read it?
Sure.
This is from Andy. Thank you, Andy, in advance. I thank you.
You're right.
I'd like to start by saying that I really like the show.
Thank you, Andy.
I wanted to write in after listening to the first episode, but hesitated as I'm not a funny Canadian. Plus, I kept forgetting the email address. That's funny.
That's good.
Maybe he's not Canadian, though. However, the character idea stuck with me, and I needed to get this guy out of my head. The character I'd like to suggest is Greg Nard, local small business owner of Greg Nard's Land of Cards. Yeah, speaking our language here, Andy. Referred to by the locals as Nard's Cards. Nard's Cards sells cards of all types, from sports cards to trading cards for games like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, as well as business cards and greeting cards. Greg Nard's Land of Cards does not sell anything that isn't a card. If someone asks if he sells pens to write on the greeting cards, he'll ask them if the sign on the business says Greg Nen's Land of Pens. And when they say no, he'll angrily yell, "That's right, now get out!" Maybe he sounds different. I don't know. Nobody's really sure how a small town has enough business for a shop that only sells cards. Least of Greg. Somehow, though, he's been able to keep going. He's helped by Nard's Cards being the local hangout spot for the town's nerdy teens. That's good.
yeah.
Being the only place in town that you can easily buy Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Greg's not happy about this. He doesn't like teens in general, and he resents that they're never interested in any of the other types of cards he sells. But he needs the business and thinks that if he didn't provide a space for kids to hang out after school, they'd be out in the street taking drugs and doing crime. That's nice,
I
Greg.
love Nard's Cards.
Greg's always complaining about one thing or another, whether it's the mayor or the teens he has to clean up after, unless he's talking about cards. When he talks about cards, his face lights up, and he can expound on all things card, whether it's the cardboard, the ink, the the printing method, or various fun card facts. Love the show, Andy. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Andy. That's
well
incredible.
thought out, well
That's-
delivered.
So just for clarity, he sells all the gaming cards, but he also sells like business
cards,
Any
greeting
card.
cards,
Any
Yeah,
card.
anything that's a card. Maybe-
Playing cards.
maybe card stock, maybe index cards.
Yeah, anything
Yeah.
that could have that you could use card in the title of the
I would love to
description.
see just a small local commercial, probably hosted by
Yeah.
Nard himself.
You be Greg Nard.
Okay.
And
Greg
then,
Nard pitching
right.
the store to the people.
And then introduce me as your son.
Okay. We see like a splash of like
Yeah.
every type of card. Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Happy Birthday, Happy Father's Day, Ron Stucco, business card, just boom, 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 boom. And then like he washes it out. Hi, I'm Greg Nard. And if you have card needs, come to Nard's Cards. I'm Greg Nard and I stand by my cards. If you need birthday cards, Halloween cards, Christmas cards, Valentine's Day cards, or you like to have baseball cards or other collectible cards, I got it. Do I have business cards? You know I do. Do I have other types of cards? You got it. Nard's Cards has it. If it's a card, I can guarantee I have it.
But Dad, do you sell pens for the cards?
Is this called Ren's Pens?
Nope.
No, it isn't, you idiot. It's Nard's Cards.
Nard's cards.
This is my son.
Elijah Nard.
This is Elijah Nard. And we both love selling cards.
Keep that camera rolling.
Oh, do we sell cameras? Is this Hammera's Cameras? No, it's Nard's Cards.
Nard's cards.
Oh, do we sell spaghetti? Is this Laheti's Spaghetti? No, it's Nard's Cards.
Don't forget about our Boxing Week sale next year.
What are we going to sell then?
Cards.
That's right. Are we going to sell wrapping paper?
Nope.
Why not?
Because it's not a card.
Yeah, but what is it not
Because
called?
we're not having paper, it's wrapping paper.
Yeah, we're not having papers wrapping paper.
the common name of wrapping paper.
I want to cut to someone watching this like at home.
Yeah.
It's a really long commercial.
I think it's an infomercial.
I guess, but
Oh, no.
the
No,
news
it's
is back.
over. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was like a 4-minute commercial.
Yeah, and they just like
They
didn't make any edits.
No.
They're like laughing so much.
They look like they just started. It looked like they were improvising it.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta run out and get a birthday present for Johnny down the street.
Oh, you should get him a gift certificate to Taco Hat.
I think I was gonna go to Nard's Cards actually,
Okay.
but there's actually a store next to Taco Hat that I don't know what is. I
Yeah.
might swing in there.
Mm.
Wait, I'll be
Come
home
here.
soon.
Oh.
I'll be home soon.
Okay.
Let's follow my character as they go to the store that's next to Taco Hat.
Okay.
Oh, I could really go for some Taco Hat right now. Oh, just
hanging a sign.
Huh. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
Just a second.
What does that sign say?
It's covered for the time being.
Oh, okay. What do you sell at your new store?
Not till next week when the grand opening. This is a mystery. As you can see, all the question marks all around the sign I've drawn on myself. Kind of looks like the Riddler works here.
I can see through the canvas a little bit.
Oh,
Does
no.
it say balloon head paraphernalia?
No, no, no. Don't stop
Okay.
reading it.
Okay.
Let me just.
Can you tell me where Nard's Cards is? Oh! I'm telling you, this place is cursed, sir.
Oh, my shoulder, my fucking shoulder.
I'll get you some help. Oh, I'm not going to get him help.
That was a
move
great
on.
one. Ooh.
I love Nard's Cards. And
Nard's Cards.
Nard's Cards is canon.
Yeah.
I love Nard's
Okay.
cards.
New email. Hello. Hope you're all well. Unsurprisingly, I am enjoying the new show very much.
Aw.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. I genuinely may be laughing during these episodes more than any other audio production I've come across. Take that.
Fantastic.
Take
Wow, huge.
Perhaps causing other drivers besides me at intersections concern, but that's all right. I have one idea that for some reason I can't get out of my head, so I thought I would share. This feels like a theme. If something's not coming, just write it
Get
down.
it out, write it down, yeah.
Send it.
We need
Send it in.
What's
yeah.
the email, Ryan?
Oh boy, we should have said that off the top.
Maybe because it's video
Town
and
show.
audio.
Oh, we
Let's not
should-
forget.
yeah, no,
but let's
something-
say it.
Yeah.
Town show.
The
Town show
At
kellykelly.ca.
That's right.
Kelly, no and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Town
The
Show.
Town Show at kellykelly.ca.
Okay, we should have said that
And send in the video.
much earlier. Okay. So this is the idea that they can't get out of their head. I feel like the town's largest employer may be a unicycle factory. This not only provides the townspeople with work, but also creates a unique cultural phenomenon in that riding a bicycle is very looked down upon. Virtually everyone is very team unicycle and more than willing to make their opinions known to any two-wheeled pariahs. Anyways, feel free to use that or fire it off into the void. They may need an employer too. See ya, Rue. Thank you, Rue. Let's do this. Let's have
Before we get there,
Mhm.
have you seen unicycle people in your community?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
there's
always one.
They're
There's
kind
a
of
few.
assholes.
They take it serious. They're kind of like
take it very
bird people. People
yes.
would take birds everywhere. Like
Yes.
they're either they'd love to engage you on the bird,
Yeah.
or they're like, yeah, I got a bird.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
of it?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah,
a snake person.
Yeah.
What was your experience with the unicycle?
It just feels like they've been made fun of so much that their stance is always like,
Yeah.
I mean, it seems I'm watching the
It's hard.
unicycle in traffic is like, wow.
It's death
But you're-
defying.
Wow.
But it's like you're doing it like one might. It's like it's fun. It's like they're not, or is it just
But
because?
sometimes it feels like it's not fun.
Yeah.
Like you're making this statement
Yeah.
and it doesn't look fun. It looks way harder.
It looks
like,
really hard.
Hey, any unicyclers out there who are townies, let us know why
Let us
you
know
do
why
it.
you
why you do it.
unicycle.
But
Yeah.
I
What do you
think-
love about
I
it?
think the logic is pretty funny where you're like, why not just to have a bike?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why not
yeah.
have a
So the
second wheel?
reverse is true in our town where
Yeah.
it's like, no.
Yeah.
It's easier for them to just have a unicycle.
Yeah.
So in this town, we're pitching that unicycle is the preferred bike.
Yeah.
It's a
So
bike.
I want to set a scene where there's a unicycle like lockup, like where you tie your unicycle up to go to a place, and then there's somebody that's bringing in a bike.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay. Here we
I'm tying up my unicycle. Or?
go. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Do.
Excuse me. One
Actually-
spot left.
Actually, sir,
Huh?
could you not put that there?
Oh, this is a public bike lock.
This is a public unicycle bike lock.
Explain to me the difference. It looks exactly
Well,
like
in fact, I just undermined my own statement by calling it a unicycle bike lock. It's a unicycle.
Look, I'm
uke
just
lock.
visiting my sister. I'm here from upstate.
Whoa! Can I have your CV while you're at it? I don't need all that information, sir. What I need is for you to not put a bike lock at a unicycle lock. Look at the way this is shaped. It's clearly shaped just for unicycles to fit
In
snugly
what
here.
way? In what world?
This is the seat holder. This is the tire holder. You take your lock, you put it here, it goes through there. Presto chango.
And this is my handle, and this is my spout,
Oh,
asshole.
Oh
okay.
my god!
So
oh
I'm-
my god!
I'm
You get that
locking-
right out
I'm
of there.
lo-
This is a unicycle
I'm
lock.
locking.
This is a unicycle.
Oh, look at that. It's all locked up. Now I'm going to go get my coffee. I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to come back, get my bike, and I'll move on. And you're never going to know I was even here.
May balloon head fuck your wife.
This is a common
He
phrase.
also sleeps with people's
This
husbands
is a
and
common
wives.
phrase, Mark.
Hey, balloon head, fuck your wife.
I feel like it was a little overboard.
Made me laugh.
Yeah, I think that might be a common.
Sorry, could
it's
you
like-
describe this bike lockup? Sorry,
Yeah,
this
so
unicycle.
the-
what
the
were you
wheel- so
picturing?
what I was picturing is that. So imagine just a standard like
you draw it?
long bike, like a long bike. a long
Can
bike
you
lock.
draw it? But you
Uh,
have to describe it for the
Okay,
Yeah.
I have to-
audio
I have to get
audience.
A new one. Hold on, I have to make a new thing. So a standard bike thing is like there's a pole up here,
Yeah.
and then there's like all
Yeah.
these little places that
Yeah.
you can do
Nice drawing.
your
Yeah.
bike, and then you put your tire
Through the loop.
through the loop.
Can you
tire
show
through
the camera?
through the negative? Yes, through the negative space. So
Mark's drawing like one of those like grid.
yeah,
With space for wheels.
Yes,
Like like barred
like a
bike lock
yeah.
where you put the wheels through. So you
A
see
grill,
that
like a comb.
radius,
It looks like a
grill.
comb with
Yes.
really wide teeth.
Mhm.
You know.
And so what would the unicycle be?
So the unicycle bike lock, new sketch.
This is good.
This is multidisciplinary
Architect.
content.
So there's a platform for the seat, and then the actual thing goes at an angle. So all the little things are at angles, and then there's a little seat holder. And
So what he's drawing is the same thing, but at an angle.
at an angle. And then you stick the wheel at the angle into there, and then the seat rests firmly right here.
Yeah.
And then you can put the chain kind of in and around, and it'll just hold it. And so they're all kind of bent slightly at an angle. If you put a bike in there, just the front wheel can kind of be at the angle, and the whole bike is kind of toppling over, getting in the way of all the other people.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work. So that's
that's amazing. Thank you for showing us your imagination and vivid detail.
Yeah, I'm really happy to have done that. Okay, so that is the unicycle. We got one more?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Dear Kelly and Kelly, I am Lewis. I'm not going to do all the names. I'm 11 years old and in grade 6.
Oh, good year.
I'm non-binary and use they, them pronouns. Dogs are my favorite animal, and my family has a dog named Kiki. Female.
Cute.
Laura's my mom, and she says hi to Chris.
We know each other.
Okay, great. My family has really been enjoying the town show. Thank you. And I had a few suggestions. First, Sid, the pencil factory worker that was
You remember
fired.
this?
Remember Sid?
You remember
yeah.
this?
I'm pretty
spun the wheel.
sure. Yes,
This was Devin.
Yes.
Devin McKenzie.
Yeah, it was a Devin
on.
episode.
That was a good one.
We had to get rid of They had to get rid of an employee.
There's a
and-
bit of an Irish
Yeah.
Yeah.
character.
And the
But
owners were.
The owner even put his own name on the wheel.
Yes.
And then spun the wheel because they had to get rid of one person from the pencil factory, and it turned out to be Sid. Okay.
Very noble.
So this suggestion is Sid, the worker that got fired, should work at Donair Dude and serve the pencil factory workers mac and cheese in a thermos with some orange juice and a bowl to drink. But Sid always serves the wrong things in the wrong container.
It's such a beautiful, detailed
it's
character
so
description.
good.
of Sid.
So Sid gets in this world, Sid gets a new job, and it's at Donair Dude. Love it, where everything's in a thermos. And I got burned for saying, "What can you put in a thermos?" And you guys were like, "Macaroni and cheese." Second, a family with lots of weird quirks. Their quirks are they only eat ham in very small amounts. Okay, what's weird about that? And they always yell at the top of their lungs whenever they eat ham. Third, I think you should add a person that thinks they are smart, but they aren't smart at all. All they do is just walk around correcting people's vocabulary, but they always correct it incorrectly. Very funny. I want to try that.
I would love you playing
That's
that
a classic
character.
comedy
Oh,
trope.
it's
I love
really
that.
good.
Love
Yeah.
you playing that character.
Can we just, before we move on to that, can we just kind of hear a bit of that?
Do you want to do a vocabulary?
Yeah.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
How
I feel
about you're the vocabulary guy,
Okay.
and you're being interviewed for a job.
Okay.
You know
Oh
what I
my
mean? So
gosh.
like you have no status. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Dudley?
That's right.
Okay, well,
Thank
just
you.
come on in. Sorry, it's a bit cramped in here. I'm moving offices.
Oh, you are moving offices.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
No apostrophe in the office. What can I do for you?
What can I? Well, you're here for the job interview, yes?
Absolutely, and I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, great. So the position's been open actually for 3 weeks now.
It
and
has
we've
been
gone
open
through-
with 3 weeks. It is with 3 weeks.
Sorry, absolute. That is not how that
You have a
works.
question?
Yes, I do. It's a job interview, so it's kind of mostly questions.
Okay. Looking forward to hearing one.
Okay, well, it's just giving you some context of the position. It's marketing.
Context from the position.
It's so funny. That one sounds like maybe you might be right on that one.
Yep.
So it's the media marketing manager.
Yeah, triple M.
Yep. And so it would be all of our socials as well as traditional marketing.
And what do you qualify? What is traditional marketing?
Oh, like newspapers,
Newspapers,
ad
of course,
buys,
ad buys,
radio
yes,
ad
radio ad
buys,
buys, yes.
sort of this coordinating and corralling that, really like a contractor, right? Because there's a lot of people we work with. But so anyways, I'd love to know.
A bunch of people we work with.
Yeah. I just want to know, okay. I just want to know your experience in media and marketing, I guess. So just give me the rundown of you.
Give me the rundown of we.
No.
That's great. That's great.
Thank you. That was
It's
a good.
great.
I love that. Well, just to finish off this email.
Any questions? Yeah, it's a job.
Yeah,
interview.
you are. It's mostly questions. Fourth, there should be someone who. This is still the email from Lewis. Fourth, there should be someone who cleans the streets with a really loud vacuum with a really thick cord. Like the person in Sackville who cleaned the streets with a broom named Harry. And this time they do not have a broom. They have a really loud vacuum with a thick cord. Finally, there should be a market that only sells miniature gazebo alarm clocks for a really high cost, and they should have a little guy in them that punches you in the face lightly when the alarm goes off.
That's so cute.
I put in the guy that punches you in the face to make it less touristy. Thanks again for hearing my suggestions for the town show. I hope you'll include them in the town show. Thanks again. Goodbye. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Lewis. That was
Lewis.
Very
amazing.
funny.
All good suggestions.
Amazing
I
suggestions.
especially love this
The
correcting,
vocabulary
man.
guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would love to also touch on, somehow that little alarm clock
I know.
gazebo,
yeah.
maybe, that would have been a good business for the person to be opening.
Oh,
You
Well,
know?
maybe it's a bit of a tourist shop in
Yeah.
general because it was a Mr. Balloon Head paraphernalia.
Yes.
should we check back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what maybe
It's
the last
opening.
visit.
It's the grand opening.
It's like a
This will-
tourist paraphernalia, but it's called
Yeah.
Mr. Balloon Head paraphernalia.
Yeah.
But it sells all sorts of things like this little.
There is a
From the
line
town.
around the corner.
Ugh.
He has turned that place on the corner. He has turned it around. Or so it seems. It's very popular.
Okay, so 2 gazebo alarm
Sabah,
clocks
Sabah,
with a little
Sabah.
guy who
Yeah.
jumps out and punches you in the face
Do you have
when
a
it's the alarm
And I
time.
understand that the alarm clock punches you in the face.
That's right. I just said that as I was ringing you up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I understand it punches you in the face.
Yes, and of course we've got Party Island coasters.
Oh, fantastic.
And the this
Excuse me,
Fimo
how
version of the leg fountain. Yeah. Okay. Just 1 second. I'm just ringing up this customer.
How
That'll
much
be
for the taco hat
$29.95.
shirt?
Sorry.
Why do you have no taco hat
We
hats?
don't sell taco hat anything. Okay.
Do you have any balloon
They are a
head
direct
guys?
competitor.
I would like a. Excuse me. Do you have any of the train, the locomotive that's in the park statuettes?
Yeah, it's down there by the mayoral landslide mud cakes.
Oh, look at that. Mayoral landslide mud cakes. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we're running out of merchandise.
Hey,
I'd
you
like-
got any like Lick Lake t-shirts?
Oh,
Lick.
yep, just down there in the
I love
t-shirt
Do you
that.
have it in small?
I don't know. We might only have XL left at this point.
How much for this?
No, that's not for sale.
That's not with sale.
okay. There we go. So I think we can keep, thanks to Lewis's good suggestions, I
Yeah.
think that breathe life into
Oh my
the,
God, you've redemption story for
the,
this.
the Balloon
for
Head
the
Paraphernalia
Balloon Head
store,
Paraphernalia
which
store?
just sells just little trinkets from this town of all the stuff
Yeah.
we create.
It's a
You
tourist
gotta
shop.
have one
Yeah,
of those.
it's a tourist
In
shop-
an anti-tourist
in
town.
an anti-tourist town that only sells to the people who live there, which is amazing.
That was amazing.
But we'll see, because maybe the curse can rear its ugly head down the line.
Yes, absolutely. This has been the Town Show
The
Roundup,
Oh, the Roundup! They killed my father! I'm gonna kill them!
and we're very happy to have done it. Please write in. The email is thetownshow@kellykelly.ca. Write in with your ideas, suggestions, even if you just want to say hi. Let us know where you're writing from, because we want to be a global show.
Let's take over the
We're
world.
gonna start putting pins in places on
We
the,
should
on
get
the
a
globe.
map.
Yeah, we should get a map.
We should, for the town, at least.
We need a map for the town.
Wait,
We are
really?
going to upgrade our sign. Do you want to help us upgrade our sign? Send us $1 or send us $50. We need to buy a $400 neon sign.
Do you or someone you know own a sign company?
Look at this thing. We need a new sign.
Do you or someone you know own a sign? We'll
Yeah.
put up any sign.
We'll put up any sign.
Hey, if you make a sign out of wood and paint and lights,
It'll go up.
wood, paint, and lights.
Oh, it'll go up.
It'll
it
go
has
up.
to be wood, paint, and lights. Though.
Yeah. So
I bet someone out there, one of these townies can do it.
Yeah,
we are-
townies.
One of our townies will do it.
I love
Yeah.
townies.
We love the townies. We love you all so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.